please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Hello everyone, no Captain's Log today, sorry about that. Welcome to This Week at Twitter, or Twat. Today we're going to start with YouTube, courtesy of a YouTuber called Drusif Gilchrist. I'm really bad at names. At Drew is sharing, that works, that's a lot easier to say. So the other day, YouTube demonetized my entire channel after being in the partner program for longer than 11 years. Their reasoning included is a clip taken from his Twitch stream. I'm going to play the relevant clip now.
My entire YouTube channel got demonetized, so I've just lost myself like $4,000 a month. How come they did that? You want to know why they did it? Because I inquired about them falsely age restricting one of my videos.
Always bringing the fire, my G.
They then came back to me and said, no, the age restriction's in place because, and it's actually right, the age restriction's in place and it's right, and it's because you showed how to make drugs such as heroin and cocaine. I didn't do that in the video. That's the whole reason why I'm trying to appeal it, because that doesn't happen in the video. And then they came back and said, no, that does happen in the video. When the does that happen in my video?
On the screen now is the initial alert saying your channel is no longer eligible to monetize under the guise of harmful content, which by the way, all things considered is quite nebulous. Under TOS, hard drug use or creation is content that depicts abuse of or giving instructions on how to create hard drugs such as sherbet or opioids. Hard drugs are defined as drugs that can mostly lead to physical addiction. And just as a, hi, Drew is sharing, I received an update. They ruled in favor of maintaining the age restriction per their Harmful Policies Act. Specifically, we have age restricted the video per our harmful or dangerous policies as it depicts abuse of or instructions on how to create. Blah blah blah, we're sorry. Underneath Drew's initial tweet, here to help, if you have it, blah blah, submit a form, but Drew had already done it 3 times. As is typical for YouTube, Team YouTube on Twitter, lip service is their go-to. Drama Alert had raised awareness of this issue, with Drew pointing out, because others, had to sort of, chime in, which is fair, that the video itself cut off at an awkward moment, because it's about the principle and not so much about the money. I'm glad he's able to hold to that principle. If I'd lost the amount of money he was losing per month, I would cry. Mostly because I've never made that kind of money a month. I wouldn't mind it though, that'd be lovely. He later did tweet, what a month. Someone tried to kidnap me, I got £4,000 worth of stuff stolen, and my YouTube channel got demonetized. Bad things really do happen in threes. I've still got a smile on my face, still chilling, still moving, living in the present, not the past. He has confirmed that while he did lose a sizable amount of money from YouTube, it is not his primary source of income, and sponsors are in fact where he does that. I'm going to link his channel, and if I can find it, his Twitch as well down below. I highly recommend everyone go and give him a follow on Twitch, or subscribe if you want to, and a subscribe on YouTube. Thank you. So next we're going to go to something that was shared to me via Trups, who I do a political recap stream on Moisty Live with. Link to Moisty Live and Trups down below. At Omegon, look at this nightmare. A retweet of Gina Bontempo, who tweeted, a 16-year-old shares what she eats in a day. Are we supposed to just pretend like this is normal and fine, and these eating habits aren't putting a strain on our healthcare system and affecting the future of our country? Is it fatphobic to remind everyone that half of the US is obese? With Zuby replying, this person is 16. Gina, it's so sad. Her mom clearly enables her so she can grow a huge following on TikTok. And one other sharing their weight loss journey. Congratulations, by the way, on your success. The video itself I'm going to play a short clip of, and there's a reason I only want to play a short clip, all of which will make sense in a moment.
I got the bag. Today is going to be a little different. I'm going to do what I eat in a day starting at 4 p.m. I got a pretzel and cheese. Cheddar pepper I've never tried before. Mozzarella stick.
I don't generally on social media make it a point to criticize people who are very young. I'm very careful with that. The mother, though, is fair game. You should not be enabling this. I get wanting to spoil your child, but she is just that. In America, she's not an adult for a few more years yet. Restraint, control, be a parent basically, is what you should be doing, not growing a child who in turn is growing to a point where she is going to struggle at a much younger age, not only to fit in clothes, get around the place, but also to live a longer, healthier life, which is what any parent would want for their child. That's where my main criticism goes. I also have a criticism for the child. You are 16, this is a lot to be eating. I don't know how wealthy your family are, but to eat as much crap as you are eating a day means there has to be a considerable amount of money coming into the home. Stop wasting it on yourself, please, and look after yourself. This is not overly complicated. I don't want you to become like some of the girls that I cover on this channel, all of whom, on a regular basis, get absolutely flayed because they are cows to be milked, of the lol-worthy variety. When you post content like this onto social media, TikTok in this instance being your platform, you can't be doing it for money because you make sod all on TikTok. You do it to raise awareness and attention about how happy you are, but in turn the majority of social media look at you and go, no, we are not going to normalize this fat acceptance stuff. The only people that accept it are themselves morbidly or super morbidly obese. The rest of the populace, regardless of where they are in the world, some of whom themselves are overweight, look and go, please don't make the same mistakes we've made, or they say, please be better. I guess while we're here, you actually remind me of somebody else, who I had seen another video of theirs, an old one, tweeted out. Courtesy of the Black Spider-Man, that's butter, aka margarine, retweeted by Julian. Now I love me some butter, but who TF puts it on pizza? Yes, as you can see from the video on the screen, no audio because of the music. Yeah, this person exists, but this is the same person who my lovely mod Leona, hi, showed me another clip. Drinking oil. Well, I guess we need to lubricate our throat to get things down faster. Please, to the first person, don't be like this. I beg. There may be communities, feeder things you might want to get into, fetish stuff, but you're 16. You should be nowhere near it. So to move away from this fat acceptance, body positivity thing, let's talk about women. For this, we'll use Anna Kasparian of the Young Turks. I'm a woman. Please don't ever refer to me as a person with a uterus, birthing person, or person who menstruates. How do people not realize how degrading this is? You can support the transgender community without doing this shit. You're right. 100% you are right. Now tell me, what is a woman? It's an important question many seem to refuse to answer, and I do tend to agree with Anna that it is demeaning to refer to a woman as person with a uterus, which is not a catchy acronym, birthing person, or person who menstruates, none of which are catchy acronyms. So I can't use them, which is a shame really. If only there was a word to describe somebody who is all three. That could in turn make this issue so much simpler. And you can support the transgender community without having to demean women in the process. You really can. Zubi, who we featured already, replied, "Your side is going to roast you now. I hope you're ready for the tolerance." Anna responded, "They have the right to speak their piece, as do I." With another reply from Justin Dana, "My wife shares the same opinion." Reply, "I'm sure a lot of women don't want to be minimized to a bodily function or body part. You're only saying this because you have neither a decent set of tits or a decent ass." Just saying. I'm kidding. Don't be that person. I'm allowed to make a joke, alright? The Young Turks though do push a very left-leaning progressive mantra as they continue their push, their grift to superstardom of irrelevance. The issue here is these ideas of demeaning people, identities of people, the ones that are the binary, so that anyone can be anything, is an idea pushed by more left-leaning progressives. Unfortunately, that vocal minority dictates so much of how everyone else should behave that you could, in turn, Anna Kasparian, be cancelled for it. Whether you believe cancellation is a thing or not, it's irrelevant. These issues will persist for the time being, and I'm going to use this as an excuse now to talk about Holly Holm, who was trending. Last night, at UFC on ESPN, Holly Holm won via unanimous decision against Yana Santos in San Antonio, Texas. It was, if you've watched it, very competitive. Holly Holm has had a fantastic career as a boxer and as a mixed martial artist. As a boxer, she amassed a record of 33-2 with 3 draws. Ignore the draws. She's a multiple-time world champion at light welterweight, Congratulations, at UFC level, she has actually won a world title by beating Ronda Rousey, at bantamweight that is. After the fight is where the intention is though after, she spoke to Michael Bisping and used it as an opportunity to call out the over-sexualization of children, which in turn has led to her being simply dubbed based. If it wasn't for copyright, I'd play the relevant clip. Others have said that Holly Holm is speaking to protect the children from a trans ideology. I'm more concerned when I see children on walkways, in stages, in drag bars, twerking for money. Something that was doing its rounds yesterday on Twitter, and I was not best impressed seeing that on my timeline, and I'm not showing that either, because I'll get in trouble with YouTube for that. This over-the-top sexualization of children does need to find its way into obscurity and then extinction. It really does. Children should be allowed to be children. What is a child is not something for Jeffrey Marsh to play with privately via Patreon that's now 18+. No, children think they're dragons. Children think they can climb every tree. They think they're superheroes. They like to be creative. That creativity should not be sexualized by adults who throw money at them, and it certainly shouldn't be taught in schools. I know there's a conflation here with drag performers going to some places where children are present and then reading stories to them. I'm not going to throw any opinion on that because I know some people turned up to fake events of it. It was strange. But Holly Holm, in the twilight of her performing career, using it as an opportunity to talk about something she truly believes in, is admirable.